What is up, cool kids? I'm Cool Trainer Gavin. Welcome back to the next episode of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. There it is, Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team Let's Play here on the channel. Last episode, if you missed it, firstly, I'd like to apologize for not having an episode up on Wednesday. I was super busy. I had Wednesday off from work, so I really didn't have that much of an excuse. But I was working on our other series going on the channel right now, our cooperative Let's Play. I don't know. Words are just escaping me today. Our cooperative Let's Play going on. The playlist, which you can find right up here. Super fun. If you haven't checked out that series yet, please do. It is a lot of fun. But I was busy getting that episode edited, rendered, and all that good stuff. Just because the way I have to edit it with all three people's footage makes it take forever to render. So between that and I went to town with my mom and my sister. Had like a little family night, so sorry, I just didn't get around to it. But I don't work until 4 today on Friday, so one of the very rare times where I'm actually filming, editing, and rendering, and uploading and all on the same day. So, lucky you guys. Anywho, it's been a weird week, because the episode on Monday, my cam footage didn't record, so I had like a picture of myself as a Trubbish in my camera thing, and while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to make sure that I'm recording right now. Yes, I am. Cool. So, what are we doing today? We are, I think that I'll go check the job board because I haven't done that yet today, but I think we're actually going to proceed with the story a little bit. The post-game story. Just a little bit. Are any of these good? Not especially. But there's 2 in Pitfall Valley that are A rank, so I'll take those. Cool. So, yeah, we're going to head to, Great Canyon, I believe, to visit Xatu. I don't remember why. Do I have to actually go through Great Canyon? Because we're just going to be one-shotting everything. I actually do. Okay. This is going to just be not fair. I'm going to skip to the end. I'm going to skip right to Xatu because this is just going to be, like, we're way too overpowered for this dungeon right now, so I'm just going to skip to the end. I'll see you in a sec. Alright, we're back at Xatu. So, I literally one-shot everything. And to most Pokemon, I was doing like 200 damage, so you really didn't miss anything. What is it? Oh, I forgot, he's Yoda. Have you reason to see me? Had to get right in his face for that one. This is a clear wing. I know he's been like whispery for the entire series, but since I discovered that he's Yoda, like, I don't know, I feel like that's not appropriate anymore. I see. About the Mirage Pokemon. That is what you wish to know. Quah! I like how I pop in my shell for a sec. The Mirage Pokemon. I know little about it. However, This sentence isn't super Yoda-ish. Like, if you don't know what episode I'm talking about, it's the one where we go up, like, the finale of, like, the regular story, where, like, Xatu, maybe he's only Yoda-ish when he has to use his telepathy. There are Pokemon that live, breathe, and prosper with the very land. They rage with the eruptions of volcanoes, roar as one with thunder, and race with the north wind. They're said to be shadows of the Mirage Pokemon. To the northwest, there lies a large island. That's not, well, it could be northwest. I don't know what direction we're facing. An island known as the Three Fields. There is one such field, the Fiery Field. Ooh. One of the Pokemon, a shadow of the Mirage, is there. Go. You must go to the Fiery Field. The answers you seek, perhaps they await you there. Cool. And since we have to have Surf to get to this place, and we already know Surf, so we can head right there. Does Pelipper just not come? Oh, because my mailbox is full of tea. Alright. Only A and B missions, please. I'm kind of that guy. Okay, so we're going to Fiery Field. So we might as... do we want Charizard with us? I don't know. Who do we have that's a water type? Lord Helix isn't high enough level. Wait, what level are you? 34. Okay, so you can at least evolve into a Lairon. I'll make you the leader for a hot sec. So, I'm going to do some miscellaneous stuff. When we come back, we'll be ready for the dungeon. I'll be right back. A lot of cuts this episode. Alright, we're back. So, I tried to get Lord Helix and Oni. So Lord Helix is our Omanite, and Oni is our Latias. I tried to get them up to roughly like 35, maybe. Oni is level 28, and Lord Helix is like 32, around there somewhere. And I didn't want to actually grind, so I looked up cheat codes, and they just weren't working. Even ones that I've used previously just weren't working. It's like a cheat code. It's like fast level up, and it says levels 30 to 40. So you'd think either it would get them to between level 30 or 40, or it would, get like, or it's 4 Pokemon in that level range, right? Either one of those two, you'd think. But no, apparently it just stops working when your Pokemon reaches level 30. Because it worked fine, because I just went to Tiny Woods, which is the first dungeon, and just, O-code 1 Pidgey or something. And Lord Helix grew like 3 or 4 levels. Oni's didn't work at all. And after that, it just didn't work for Lord Helix until I went to the next one up, which is 50 to 60. And at that point, Lord Helix got to like level 55, and I'm like, I don't want that. So I just like reset the game, so Lord Helix isn't that high anymore. So we're just going to go into the Fiery Field with me, Sai, and Oni. I had to bring Oni along anyway, because it's a resist to... please tell me I clicked the right dungeon. Okay, I did. So, I mean, with me being in charge, like, we're gonna be fine in this dungeon. We just are. But Oni, I taught Oni, what did I teach you? Shadow Ball and Surf. So you have range with Shadow Ball, right? That's range? Yes. Range with Shadow Ball, super effective coverage, and Surf. And she knows Helping Hand, which is great because it boosts your teammate's attack and special attack by 1, which is pretty cool. So like I said, we're really just not going to have any kind of issue in here. Oh, Oni, why would you do that? This is going to be a long dungeon. Speaking of that, let me grab the guide. I'll be right back. I really didn't want this episode to have so many cuts in it, or take so long, because I really do have a million other things to do today. But, we're already here. So, Fiery Field. Oh, it's not long, it's only 20 floors. Oh, it's 30 floors. Oops. Spoilers. Actually, yeah, I won't read this until later. Yeah, I'll read it later. So, didn't even need to make that cut there. I might not even make a cut there. But, Oni, you're a fool. I should have kept Wish on you, because Wish in this game, it doesn't work like it does in the normal games. Basically, all Wish does is it, like, boosts your, like, HP recovery rate. I think it, like, doubles it. Whew. Yeah, we're out here in Fiery Field. I'm sure you can probably already guess what the spoiler was just based on Zatu's, just based on like what Zatu said when it was talking about volcanoes and thunder and the north wind. That one's a dead giveaway. Oni, why? Wow, that did a lot. For a resisted move, that did a lot. How high level are these Pokemon? Okay. So let's make sure we have Oni's IQ skills in the right way. What is Magmar doing with its hands? I'm sorry, Vulpix, but no. At this point, you're just kind of a liability. Any lower level, or maybe not even lower level, but just like weaker Pokemon in a dungeon like this is just such a liability. Because I am relatively short on Reviver Seeds. But I will drink this. Oh, I thought this was a Max Elixir. Never mind. We're cruising. We're trucking. We might not get through this today, to be honest. Whew. Maybe Flame Body works totally different in this game, and that you don't actually have to make contact with the foe, because like I've been burned. Okay, before Charizard has been burned. Yeah, a fire type has been burned by using Ember. Not getting hit by Ember, by using Ember on Pokemon with Flame Body, and then I just got burnt by using Surf. So it must just be if the Pokemon, like the Pokemon with Flame Body, receives an attack at all from like a Pokemon next to it, whether it's, you know, physical or special or whatever. Which I think is a little bit dumb, but I guess that actually makes more sense. Because, you know, if you're standing right next to, like, a slug thing made out of magma, lava, actually, but if you're standing right next to it, I feel like you'd get burned. Is this really happening? I missed 2 surfs in a row. That's cool. I will say about this game, as much as I love this game, some of the post-game dungeons do get a little, like, sloggy. Like, they're tough, but in a very grindy sort of way, you know? Do I have an escape orb? No. I'm going to swap this UCM for it, then. Yeah, that was the Shadow Ball TM that I taught Oni. I really need to start getting like a yawn counter in like the corner of my videos, because I yawn way too much. And also, I really thought, you know, I talked about this when I first found the X-ray specs, but like, I really thought that the X-ray specs, like, showed you where the stairs were, but I guess not. Like, I know there's an orb that does the same thing as X-ray specs, plus actually shows you the entire layout of the floor. but it only lasts for one floor, so it's less useful in that sense. But still, like also one of the best items in the game. That orb might have been introduced in the next generation of Mystery Dungeon games, like Time, Darkness, and Sky. Why is there a Ditto here? Ooh, a Joy Ribbon. That's actually a super valuable item. It converts damage into EXP, which is really interesting. So, like, if you get hit by something, maybe I'll give that to Joy right now. Joy? To Oni right now, because I think her burn damage is turned into experience too, so that'll help her level up. I guess we'll see. Alright, now I'm actively trying to get her burn. There we go. Yeah, gained 5 experience points. Charizard. Okay, hold on, Charizard. No flamethrower for you in this dungeon. Cool. Okay, so Oni didn't gain experience points from that. Interesting. Interesting. Sister, why are you texting me? Alright. Well, what kind of trap was that? I think that was a sticky trap, right? A Reviver Seed became unusable. Cool. Yeah, so, story time. I built my brother-in-law a computer. Like at the very beginning of summer. Like, I don't know, last week in May or something like that. But, you know, they just had a baby as well. They had a little girl born on June 1st. So it was right around the time when, you know, when they had the baby. So obviously, like, you have a brand new baby. You're not going to have a lot of time to mess around with a new computer. So I built it for him. Oh, cool. Yeah, I built it for him. He's not much of a, you know, he's never had a gaming computer before, right? He bought it exclusively for one game, which I kind of warned him against. Because, like, you never ever, this is just a general life thing, you never want to use or buy something specifically just for one use, unless that's the only thing that you can use for that thing, you know? Like, I wouldn't spend, you know, I mean, this is a bad analogy because I really have a 3DS only to play Pokemon. But at least there's multiple Pokemon games, you know? So you wouldn't buy a TV to watch a single TV show, right? Like, or you wouldn't buy a multiple, you know, $100 TV, like a 50-inch flat screen TV to watch one show, right? That just doesn't financially make sense unless you have way too much money to be throwing around. So I warned him against it, and just because he even told me he was planning on getting the new like Xbox One S or One X, whatever. I don't keep up with console that much anymore. I know that sounds super PC elitist of me, but it's kind of true. So I kind of warned him, like, just get, you know, take that money that you would spend on that system and put it into a PC, because like that will just make the PC that much better, right? Because he told me his budget was $500. You would be hard pressed to build a good gaming computer for $500. Like, that's just super tough to do. But he said that he really wanted the new Xbox so he could play with his friends who also have Xbox. But he wanted the PC for a game called iRacing. which is like a racing simulator. He's big into NASCAR and stuff like that, and like it's something that he likes to do. So I'm like, you know what? If he's the one spending the money, not me. So I gave him the best option for $500, with all completely new, because I didn't feel comfortable personally doing things off of eBay if it wasn't for myself. If it was for myself and I could deal with, you know, sending stuff back myself, then then whatever. That's something I'm comfortable dealing with for myself, but not when I'm building it for somebody else, you know. So I bought everything new. I got him, and for anybody who knows computers, like, this will make sense, but to anybody who doesn't, bear with me here a little bit. But I got him a Ryzen 5 2400G. So it's one of the processors with graphics in it, with onboard graphics. And for onboard graphics, which is, you know, like the processors with a graphics card built into them, which you see in a lot of like non-gaming laptops, or a lot of Intel processors have this anyway. But you see it a lot with laptops as well. But for processors with graphics in them, it is the best one you can buy. But with $500, like, you just don't have space, you don't have flexibility to get a decent gaming processor and a decent gaming graphics card. You just don't. So, oh my god, that did nothing. So that was my best option at $500. So I got him, 16 gigs of RAM. Good speed RAM, because Ryzen processors really value high-speed RAM. I got him basically the best thing you could do for $500. I was pretty proud of it. I put it all together, and it seemed to be working okay. However, after a little bit, basically, anytime I would try to... He told me that, like, the game was, like, green when he tried playing it, or that he just wasn't getting... like, it wouldn't even launch the game. I'm like, well, that doesn't sound quite right. So I got in and messed with it a little bit, and long story short, I feel like the processor is a dud. Because, you know, it's a my computer has a Ryzen processor, and I still have my old processor that I upgraded from about a year ago. So I threw that old processor in... Oh, Fozzie, please not now. That's my dog. Let me close my door real quick. So yeah, English is hard. What did I do? So I threw my old processor in it and my current graphics card, and basically just went piece by piece trying to figure out which piece is not working. Whether it's the motherboard, whether it's the RAM. It couldn't be the graphics card because it doesn't have like a separate graphics card. But nothing worked. Or everything worked as it was supposed to with my parts. And then I tried my processor graphics card with his RAM, and it worked fine. And then I tried his processor with my RAM and my graphics card, and it didn't work. So all that tells me that the processor is the problem. And I feel really bad because, like, he knows nothing about computers. So, like, he doesn't know... No! He doesn't know how to fix it or troubleshoot or anything. So, like, I genuinely feel bad. Because that's not what he signed up for, you know? He just wanted me to make him a computer. And for him to play his game on. And I feel bad that, like, I couldn't do that. So... And the thing is, with me leaving, like, because what's today? Today is the 26th. I leave for South Dakota 3 weeks from tomorrow. The odds of him getting a new processor from AMD in 3 weeks, if he, like, RMAs it, which is basically just a fancy acronym for, like, sending it to them and them confirming that it's a dud and sending him a new one, that's definitely going to take more than 3 weeks. So, like, I'm going to have to take my computer apart and show him how to do it, which I don't mind doing, but it's like, he wanted to just have this be a no-hassle thing, you know? And I feel bad that I couldn't deliver that to him. So that's what my sister was just texting me about. So, long story short. Okay, do I have any good food items left? I have one huge apple. Cool. Although, I still have a pretty decent belly. Oh no, I'm on 17? Yeah, I might as well eat the apple. This episode's been all over the place. This episode's gonna be a nightmare to edit, by the way. Thanks, Gavin. Oh, I have no PP left. Cool. Alright. Yeah, long story short, like, as much as I love computer building, this was kind of a good check for me, because, like, obviously, you know, as much as I love computers, there's only so much I can do, you know. I can't fix a part that's bad. As much as I want to. I can do all sorts of tweaks and stuff in, like, the behind-the-scenes part of the computer, but, like, when it comes to just a part that's just not working, like, there's not much I can do. Hello. So these are the areas where we're going to start seeing the starters more often. Like the other starter Pokemon. Because we've seen all of the Fire-type starters in here, like their second stages. Where do we find... I'm trying to think where we find the water... I know where we find the water types. Because it's weird, actually, because Totodile is actually found in a dungeon that's mostly with Dragon-type Pokemon. Whereas you can find the other two water types in a dungeon that we actually already have access to. I think it's like Waterfall Cave or something like that. Waterfall something. And the grass-type ones? I don't know where we find them, to be honest. You know, some people like obsess over starters, but I'm like, meh. They're like marginally better than a lot of other Pokemon in the normal games. But in a Mystery Dungeon, it doesn't really matter. Mystery Dungeon, all Pokemon are more or less, like, all of them are usable, definitely. Honestly, I have no idea how long this episode's gonna end up being. Because I ended up, like, looking and trying to grind up Oni and Lord Helix for, like, 45 minutes. And it just didn't end up working. So I have no idea how long, like, when I started or stopped any of the... I really should put, like, timestamps in. But it is what it is. At least we're getting, you know, a boss battle this episode, so... God, Dig is so strong, dude. Oh, it's standing on the stairs. T. Hello. Oh my god, why does Entei look like a yak? Like, its fur is so long in the front. Like, it literally looks like a yak. What compelled you to come? The likes of you have no business being here. I am Entei. I live surrounded by the fiery lava of volcanoes. If you refuse to leave, I shall forcefully expel you. Alright. So, you can use your fire-type moves now. Latias, like, why can't you pick a move that works well? There you go. Not that one, though. I just say it's not very effective. Oh no, Latias is just weak. Yeah, only use Surf, Latias. Actually, no, you can use Helping Hand, too. How much does that do? Oh my god, that did nothing. That works though. Whoa! I lost. You. What do you wish? What? This is the Clear Wing. I understand now. To meet that Pokemon. Stand aside. Yeet. And his fiery blast made the Clear Wing flare. The Clear Wing transformed into the Red Wing. Take this and go west. There you will find the lightning field. You will know your path there. Now go to the lightning field. Cool. And gained access to the lightning field. Yay! So guess what next episode is going to be? So we definitely will need to find a new group for the next one because both Sai and myself are weak to electric. So that's obviously not ideal. Do I have any good ground types? I don't think I do. Adium would be pretty good, I think, because it's an electric resist. But you know what? This episode's probably already going to be kind of long. So, I don't know. Let's do some deliberations, because I don't actually know. So, who resists... What types resist electric? Ground, obviously. Electric, dragon. I don't have any dragons. And just grass, I think, right? I think that's it. So for grass types, I've got Adium. LeBron is... Do I have a Moonstone? I don't think I have a Moonstone. Because LeBron's a Nidoran. I could raise up Crypto. Because you have a Lightning Rod. That'd be useful. And I could bring Oni again. I think I might do that. I think I might have Oni as my leader. Even though she's super weak. But I'll spend the weekend doing some grinding in preparation for the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, please like and or subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at CoolTrainerGav. Check out... Ooh, little burp there. I'm disgusting. Check out our second channel, Palette University, which focuses mainly on Pokemon science, Pokemon theories, etc. And until next time, smile later.